Naomi just sent the community into a big buzz with something she just said, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out what's up with Travis Scott, Sami Zayn, and more, starting things off with Naomi because there's a lot of buzz around her and so many things happening all at once. The biggest part of Naomi's current usage is obviously the feud with Jade Cargill. That feud is continuing in current day, and now Naomi and Jade Cargill both have the like-minded goal of wanting to become the next WWE Women's Champion, so they're colliding there on multiple levels. But the smaller story that has definitely not gone unnoticed by fans is Naomi's apparent link-up with Nia Jax. Naomi and Nia Jax have not always seen eye to eye on WWE television, but they've been putting their differences aside and teaming up in recent weeks to take on several big baby faces. The pairing of Naomi and Nia Jax is not two random strangers at all. Both women have direct ties to the Bloodline's family tree. Nia Jax is a part of the family through blood, and Naomi married into the family through her husband, Jey Uso. So the fact that Naomi and Nia Jax are two Bloodline women, it has fans wondering if this temporary alliance between Naomi and Nia could morph into something more serious, like an actual female Bloodline mini-faction. One of the biggest fan theories throughout the prime days of the Bloodline story was the idea of Roman Reigns adding women of the family to the group under his leadership. Some fans thought individuals like Naomi, Nia Jax, or Tamina would be perfect to represent the women of the family in the Bloodline, but adding a female member was something that WWE never ended up doing with Roman's group. So the big question everyone has right now is if Naomi and Nia Jax could be starting their own family faction right now. Nia Jax has always been an impactful superstar. Naomi's change in attitude has put her on a warpath to clear everyone out of the way. So could these two Bloodline family members be perfect for each other at the moment? The idea of forming a female version of the Bloodline was mentioned by Rikishi during his show, and he was fully supportive of the idea, saying that he would love to see where Naomi and Nia Jax could go with a big link-up like that. Naomi even acknowledged Rikishi's comments about forming the female Bloodline and reposting it to her Instagram story. And the Bloodline tie-ins and theories did not stop there. Naomi took to her social media platforms to post out the following message, quote, "I really need to start using this nepotism with my family y'all claim I got. I'd like to request a meeting ASAP," end quote. Naomi then proceeded to tag Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, The Rock, The Usos, Sami Zayn, and Rikishi in that post. So that was Naomi indirectly responding to the haters that claim she only has her spot in WWE because of her family. Well, she's calling on that family right now to host a meeting because she's trying to get to that next level. Although Naomi made this post half jokingly, there is some good theories and narratives that could be pulled from the idea of her sitting down with the family. More specifically with The Rock, because technically he's the most powerful name out there of all the family members that Naomi tagged. If Naomi wants to use her family ties to elevate her status in the company, the final boss should be the man that takes care of her and gives her what she wants. Naomi is already a heel. She's already on a revengeful war path. So at this point, she honestly has nothing to lose if she was to sell her soul to The Rock in exchange for unlimited opportunities in WWE. And no one knows what's really going on right now with The Rock's WWE storyline. He made it seem like he wanted to collect some souls from superstars, have them sell out to him, but he's disappeared and that narrative has not really been advanced. But assuming that it does get picked up again one day, Naomi said right there in that post that she's ready to have that meeting and wants to see how far these family connections can truly take her. So this is absolutely a hot run for Naomi. She has everything going on with Jade. The Bianca Belair situation is still there. She wants the title. And now she's teasing a handful of Bloodline-related alliances. So it's the run of a lifetime for Naomi right now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see what she does next. Rumors and reports are continuing to pick up steam regarding Travis Scott and his in-ring debut. It's now circulating that Travis Scott is reportedly deep into some wrestling training sessions that he's been going through with Booker T out in Houston, Texas. Reports claim that Travis Scott has been taking his wrestling training seriously over the last few months, and that the current intention is for to have Travis Scott to put all of his newly learned wrestling skills on display during an official WWE match. There's still no official word on when Travis Scott's in-ring debut will take place, but the word going around is that it will take place sometime in 2025, and reports have been leaning heavily into the idea that Travis's in-ring debut will be a tag team match where John Cena will be his partner, so that'll be a situation to continue to monitor. Fans are continuing to speak and theorize on the idea of Sami Zayn turning heel on Jey Uso, because they think there's been some heavy clues going on there. The one thing that has escaped Sami Zayn so far in his WWE career has been a world title. He had a few opportunities over the years, but never won a world title. Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins tried dangling a WWE world title opportunity in Sami's face for him to take an offer and head to Smackdown, but Sami Zayn turned it down, vowing to win a world title in the honorable way. And then during the recent World Heavyweight title match between Jey Uso and Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn did make the save for Jey Uso to make sure Seth did not steal the world title away. But in a post-Raw moment, Sami Zayn picked up the world title and was the one to walk it over to Jey Uso. Sami even kept his eye on the title as Jey put it over his shoulder. And we all know that in the world of WWE, subtle things like that often blossom into very important matters. So with all the recent talks about Sami vowing to win a world title, and now him closely eyeing Jey's title, is that all signs that Sami's considering making a move on Jey Uso? Karrion Kross even spoke recently about Sami Zayn, noting that Sami's dealing with a guilty conscience due to all the bad things that Sami Zayn did back in the day during his time with the Bloodline. So Kross thinks that Sami's a bit conflicted right now, and that's why Sami turned down Seth's offer, when in reality, Sami should have accepted it, and maybe that's what Sami's thinking about right now. So you have a lot going on with Seth Rollins' group, and Jey as a champion, but you cannot sleep on Sami Zayn at all. Maybe he's conflicted like Karrion Kross believes, and maybe there'll be a day in the near future where Sami does end up regretting not accepting that offer from Seth Rollins, and he could take out all that frustration on Jey Uso with a brutal beatdown, and that would set up a very reasonable heel turn for Sami Zayn. He's regretful about the entire Seth Rollins offer, he's jealous of what Jey Uso has accomplished, and he feels like he finally has to stand up for himself and come for that world title. Check off the last big thing that he needs in his career stat sheet, a WWE world title victory. A heel Sami Zayn would be a huge threat to Jey's title. Sami has pretty much been like a brother to Jey in recent years, always protecting him across many different storylines that have happened. So if Sami turns on Jey, it'll be a true heartbreaking betrayal, especially considering everything that's been happening lately, such as Sami Zayn coming to the rescue for Jey during that title match against Seth. So to go from all that to Sami betraying Jey, it will definitely be a real gut punch. So fans are going to continue to watch Sami's eyes closely whenever that world title is in the room. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.